Today we're going to finish up our trip through Pritchett Canyon during Easter Jeep Safari 2025 in some antique Jeeps. I'll try and put a link to the first half of our trip up in the corner up there if I can figure out how to do it. This is a Quasi-8's production. When we last left off in our last episode, we had just recovered Dave Delight from a rollover. It's pretty scary and nasty. Now we're back on our way towards Rocker Knocker. That's Tim Cooper in his Land Rover penalty box, climbing an optional obstacle. And here's Jesse Coombs in his 42 Willys MB. Brutus also climbing an optional obstacle on the way to Rocker Knocker.
You're gonna jump. There you go. Woo!
Here we are at Rocker Knocker, one of the more famous obstacles in Pritchett Canyon. Jeff Petrowich in his 1943 Willys MB. Bam Bam. Keep an eye on those rear tires on Bam Bam. Jeff recently installed rear steer, so he can turn both the front axle and the back axle.
Rear diff.
Big giant rigs with 40+ inch tires and high horsepower generally will drive up straight up this thing. But we have to take the traditional line, get up and crawl over to this wedge to the left. Once Bam Bam and Jeff are up, it's my turn. I'm Stan Fuller, and this is my 1948 Willys CJ2A Grandpa's Jeep. In the last episode, I had just broken my right front drive axle, so now I'm on 3-wheel drive, and that right front tire is dead, supplying no power or traction. So I can't even get up on here. In the meantime, Jeff's turning around, Bam Bam, getting ready to put a winch on me. Winching kind of becomes the theme of the day. One thing we figured out, but not until after we got clear through the main trail, was if you put some extra air in that dead tire, it rolls over obstacles more easily. When you're trying to get traction and climb and grip over them, you want it to be aired down, but when you just want it to roll, put some air in them. We hadn't done that yet, so it does cause me trouble later on. And actually made it more difficult right here. The next day after we got out of Pritchett Canyon, we went over to Hell's Revenge, and while we were over on Hell's Revenge, my engine froze up. And I think you can hear it starting to go right here when I get the high revs going trying to get up this. Next up we have Billy Douglas in his CJ3A Pete. A couple years ago, Billy and Pete, right here on this obstacle, rode clear over on their top. So Billy's being pretty careful right here. Well, you can see Billy trying to get up this. I'm off to the right there at a spot that I can't get any further on because of my dead front tire. Billy decides to pull cable just to be on the safe side and winch the rest of the way up this.
Right from there, yeah.
Dave Delight, we just recovered him from a full rollover.
Okay, perfect.
And his roll bar is broken in half, so he doesn't have a lot of protection right here. You can see in the background, I'm getting pulled up that hill behind Dave by Billy. And we get a winch line on Dave just to keep him safe. Next up, Tim, in penalty box, they're going to try the big tire line, just straight up. There crossing in front of Tim is Dave. Dave is actually driving a CJ3A. He calls his Jeep Rusty. He's got all four wheels are turning, so he doesn't need help getting up that spot where I had to be pulled up by Billy.
Take a little more driver. More driver. I'll get over a little bit. Yeah, you need to be over more.
Next we've got Peter in the CJ5.
Passenger and drive the winch.
He goes straight to the winch line.
Drive. You gotta help the winch by, you gotta help the winch by driving. Drive the winch. Okay, hold up. Stop. Okay, now. First gear low, easy. No. First gear easy low. Hard towards me, driving the winch, just ball ratio. You want to try to get yourself up in this corner, so driving the winch this direction. Have a hand throttle, raise your RPMs a little bit. Okay, driving the winch. Drive more. Drive more. Drive more. Good, yes. Keep winching. Keep winching. Okay, all right, now stop. Now stop. Okay, that's it right there. Now just drive. That's fine. Now drive out of it. All right, bump it. And turn into it a little bit more. No, the other way, yeah. Bump it and go. Barbecue sauce. Good job.
While we were trying to get up Rocker Knocker, the Peck brothers drove up in these little mini Jeeps. I'm sure they have a video of it somewhere. Check out the Peck brothers channel on YouTube. Next up we've got Jesse in Brutus.
Manual steering.
Woo! After Jesse gets up, Alan Kohler in his CJ3A Thumper
Looks good, Alan. That looks real good. You got it, you got it.
Woo!
That hole's getting bigger, Jeff. I was wedged in there too.
After you get up Rocker Knocker, the hill behind Rocker Knocker is no gimme. This is my 4th time through this trail since 2018. This part of the trail used to just be a few rocks you had to drive around or bump your tires over. Now it's really a rough go.
There you go, Tim. Yep. You're gonna hit your diff. Okay. If you come tighter, Dan was saying, if you come tight as you're coming up that lip, you'll pass it. There you go. Yep. Beautimus. Yeah, you're in your rear diff.
Back up. Put your driver's rear tire on that. There we go, buddy.
Keep going. You're good on this side, Tim. Yep. Come over more. There you go. There you are. Now your diff's off that. No, you're not on the diff. You're hitting your bumper.
How do I not?
Bump it up. You should be able to make it. There you go. Nicely done.
I'm gonna find a different route. Real solid. On my differential.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes you can get so busy with the difficult obstacles in Pritchett Canyon that you miss some of the beautiful scenery that there is there. Here's just one shot of a arch that you can see. I'm not sure what the name of this is. There's a few more challenges between Rocker Knocker and Axel Hill, but the next thing we have on film here is Axel Hill. Jeff and Bam Bam have already made it to the top, and Jeff's turned around and he's winching me up the hill once again because I have one dead tire. I have a winch on the front of my Jeep. For whatever reason, it wouldn't work. I couldn't get it to pull that day, so I got some work to do on the winch as well.
Not second gear, first gear. Whatever you just used, whatever that gear was. Oh, that's so close.
Yeah, I think second gear and not throttle.
Okay, try second gear with less throttle. Good. Okay, now. Okay, try to drive up that. Go.
Dave Delight and Rusty were trying to be pretty careful with Dave. Once again, because he's already been over on his lid once. His roll bar is broken in half, and his body is about to fall off the frame.
Push him to the side. Push him on that side to get him over that rock. I think so, yeah.
Well, you got the tires warmed up. So far you're crazy.
We just build. If we could just push him up over that rock, he'd be there.
I didn't dare give him more momentum. I should have. Should give her hell when I had a chance. I don't want to bounce on this stuff. It's really tight.
Tim in penalty box. You don't have too much trouble. In that hole. Allen and Thumper.
Woo!
Make it look easy.
There you go. Hold up. There you go. Drive.
Peter and his CJ5 Cowboy are giving that winch a workout.
Jeff, you're hitting the wall. Hold up. Let out a little. There you go. Let out more.
Jesse and Brutus eventually end up taking a winch line right here as well.
Whoa. Stop. Back up a little bit. You're hard up.
You got rocks to put over there in your ear.
Back up a little bit.
He'll climb it.
Now, come driver. Yeah. Come.
I don't know if we'll be able to keep it there, but.
Okay, now passenger.
Billy and Pete, Pritchett Canyon veterans. No worries. Next up, we've got Rock Pile and Son of Rock Pile. In the foreground, we got Billy. He's getting his winch up and out on the big rock pile obstacle, which our little Jeeps have an impossible task of climbing, but with a winch, it's possible. Billy gets winched up. In the background, I'm trying to get over Son of Rock Pile with the help of Jeff in a winch. And I had all kinds of trouble over there, actually. Alan and most of the other guys winched up the main rock pile obstacle, while Jeff is still trying to get me up the Son of Rock Pile.
Turn in.
So while I was backing around and messing around trying to get a good spot to get winched up Son of Rock Pile, I wedged my tire in against a rock and popped it off the bead. So we had to jack up the Jeep and air up the tire.
I don't hear it going in. I don't hear it running.
I'm getting pretty tired and grumpy by this time of the day.
There, it's going now. This
Yeah.
has got a pretty tight valve.
There it goes.
Going down with the jack. Looking for hand signal.
I think I might have even said a bad word right here, which I don't usually do.
Oh, no. That's not good.
Steer towards uphill, stand if you can. Toward where?
Passenger.
And get trying to get rolling.
Grand Mountain is uphill.
Towards you, passenger.
God says it wasn't going to be easy. Only worth it. Go passenger. Passenger.
Couldn't get it to start back up right here, so I just cranked on the starter to get this last little pull up the hill. Jeff Well, we actually got 2 Jeeps up there to pull me with their winches, and I cranked with the starter to get the final way up. This son of rock pile thing is tricky because it really is a bunch of rocks piled in there, and you kind of get your ramp built up, but if you gun it right here, it kicks all the rocks out. So you have to kind of be rolling in order to get up it
Do you want us to fill in the rocks?
without gunning it.
Yeah. Drive it, shoot.
Doing great. You're doing good. Passenger?
Turn passenger a little.
There you go. Just like that.
You're good. You're up. You're good.
Okay, stop. Hey,
Don't need to wait. No.
good job, buddy. Good job.
Now we're on to Yellow Hill. Yellow Hill is a really steep climb and has a little bit of an angle on it. And Jeff's at the very top trying to winch me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And he basically pulled me into that rock to the side. And just right there, when I hit that rock to the side, my left hand axle shaft broke on the front. So now I got 2 dead tires on the front and only rear wheel drive. So there was another friend up at the top that sent a winch down, and Jeff moved over to the right to a little ledge there, and I'll show you a quick flash of where they are in just a second.
Hold, hold.
And the 2 of them managed to get me up Yellow Hill.
Hold. I'll try to yell at you from Jesse's point of view, okay?
Hey, were you unhooked him?
Tailing.
Jeff to the right and the other Jeep to the left. We had a quick snip of that. Once I got up kind of close to Jeff on the right, then we dropped his winch line off, and the other people just pulled me up all the way.
Okay. Hold up.
Peter and Cowboy drove it great.
Go, 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 go.
You're up, Jesse. Hey, Todd.
Brutus, no worries.
We're on it.
Thumper. Like going to the mall.
Go, Dave, go.
Dave spun the tires and warmed them up.
Go, 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 go.
That it? Oh, we got one more.
Billy and Pete. One hop it. Yellow Hill is the end of the main Pritchett Canyon trail, but it's a long, dusty, bumpy ride out. But it is beautiful. So here's just a few trail shots on the way. Our adventure is still not over yet. We still have to get out. Turns out it's not going to be that simple of a task.
Capture.
Is he back there?
Yeah, it's right behind us.
The other back there too?
Yep.
You can see it's getting late in the day. The shadows are starting to get longer. Somewhere along through here, my steering system stopped doing steering things. We had to find out what the deal was. Turned out that my bracket the steering bell crank rides on had torn away from the frame. So we had to get out our two 12-volt batteries, and Jeff started into welding like he does every time when we're on the trail. He's our fix-it guy.
I do think they survived that. Dirt like that, they just rub it on. Yeah, rub it on. They got some juice, you know, that step that comes out. Like
I'm gonna have to put some.
Join me.
Together we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
Yes.
Oh, I might have to. Oh, there we go.
I've never used that mask in my shop. Because we're up close and high places.
I mean, think about him driving out of the whole trail today after that horrendous roll. I mean, you gotta laugh. It's like, how? He's like, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Peter having a laugh about what shape Dave's Jeep Rusty is in. After rolling over one and a half times,
Now he's
roll
fixing
bar
things.
broken and everything, is still driving out.
Yeah, we don't want a bolt head on them.
you need want some bike strips?
Held together, roll bar held together by ratchet strap. Sun's going down, still working on the Jeep. Peter is a bit of a gourmet eater, and he comes up with these gourmet cheese ball things. They're called space balls. Todd took this cool shot of Peter eating space balls.
You got a bottle we can fill up anything?
Jeff's gonna need some.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
Jeff.
gonna need some water.
Jeff's gonna need
Everybody got a little wounded during the day. Jesse's toe got whacked.
See that left hand. Yeah, all the day's work, right?
All in a day's work. Only because you love it.
We got a little bit further and a little bit darker, and I hit a rock and busted that new weld off.
We're still out on the trail right now. Stan's linkage broke from the weld that we did earlier, so having trouble steering with him with his two broken axles. So now we're fixing it again. Do another quick weld as we're doing. Holding up, buddy.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
A little tired?
Yeah, and I'm the guy. I hate being the guy.
You're not the guy. You're the man. We're all the man. We're the wolves. We're the wolves of Pritchett.
We had 3 people with us from Gone Jeepin', and one of the guys is having a little health trouble, so we decided to send them on and get them back to town as soon as we could. So 3 of the Jeeps left, and left 3 of us there
Let me get here.
finishing up.
Think.
Billy, you might actually need to move your wrist. Axel. So you can get around, yeah.
I'll move mine.
He needs water.
Oh, I do.
I think I did my math wrong.
I got a little
There were 4 Jeeps left, and
Water, sir?
took the Gone Jeepin' people back to town.
Bringing gifts?
You got fire?
People are thirsty. I just can't get a beat down.
We had a few people come by, and they were really great. The off-roading community is really great. They offered help and gave us all some of their ice water and stuff. It was pretty awesome. This has been a long day.
Would be good. Now that he's almost
Finally got it fixed again and started headed out in the dark. Lo and behold, only one of my headlights would work.
Yeah. This is that little cool little side hill.
It looks pretty bright in this camera, but it wasn't very bright sitting in the seat. Once again, I'm just 2-wheel drive, the rear axle only, providing drive and traction.
Yeah, you get down this, then it's speed time. If I remember right.
Two-wheel drive, I couldn't make it up this sandy hill. The sand was a little deep, so Jeff had to come back and tow me up this sandy spot. Finally, we got back to parking area. Jesse was one of the guys that had gone back to town. He brought his truck and trailer back and trailered me back. The other guys drove back. I will try and show you a little bit of the big repair job we did the next day on Grandpa's Jeep, getting the axles changed, and again that steering bell crank tab re-welded on the frame. That will be for next time. Thanks for watching.